Welcome or welcome back. My name's Carissa and this is Pale Kid Studio, my small art business. Today we're doing a yarn haul. I have been trying throughout the month of July to use as much yarn as I can, basically to make some room for all the yarn I knew I was going to buy. Now I did buy less than I thought I would because there was a big sale that Premier was doing, but they didn't really have any of the yarns I use, save for a few that I had on a decent sale. So I didn't buy as much as I thought I was going to, but don't worry, I made up for it in other areas. So the first haul I'm going to do is my Hobby Lobby yarn haul, and I don't necessarily like shopping at Hobby Lobby, you know, for ethical reasons, but I do like their cotton yarn. It's cheap, it has a nice drape, it's not super stiff, and it's something I've worked with before. So I'm trying to get into more making things for me or making wearables, and you know, I could buy something online and then get it and not like the color or not like how it feels, or I could go with something that I know works. And so I ended up going with that. So I ended up buying 13 skeins of the color Sage because I was going off of how much yardage the pattern said I would use. Now, I don't think I'm going to end up using all 13 skeins, so I will just be good on green. But I bought 13 of this color and I'm going to make a top, which I will show you in a future video. I also plan on making a different type of top, which will be like kind of a striped. So I bought 3 colors for that. I bought 2 in the color Parchment. I bought 2 in the color Pewter. And 2 in the color Black. Like I said, not a big haul from Hobby Lobby. In total, I got 3, 6, 9, 12, 14, 16, 18. I bought 19 skeins of yarn, but I'm using it for tops. For myself, I'm usually a size large or extra large, so it requires a lot of yarn. But I'm gonna put this to the side and we'll move on to my next box. So my next haul is my Knotty Pony yarn haul. I bought a few of their colors during the last sale that Carrie had, just to try the yarns while there was a deal, and I ended up really liking them. But if you know anything about Knotty Pony, Traveling Pony Studios, she's no longer having the yarn produced, so what we have is what we have. So I decided to restock on that. In the previous order, I had ordered 10 black, 5 blue, 5 red, 5 yellow, 5 orange. So I decided to kind of even it out and make everything in units of 10, even though I've already used some. So I ordered 5 yellow, 5 blue, 5 red, and then I ordered 10 of the green because I had not had that color yet. So that's a lot of yarn. I can show you each individually. So I have the green or lime color, red, the blue, the yellow, and then the wrapper's coming off but the orange. So that would be 30 skeins of yarn from Knotty Pony. And now the moment we've all been waiting for, my Premier order. Okay. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna start with these two. These two are actually for my mom. She knew I was ordering and wanted to jump in on it. So I'm gonna start with her. She had wanted me to order 2 of the Cotton Sprout stripes. So this is the color Hibiscus stripe. It's a nice like rainbowy with a pink stripe going through. And she wanted, what is this one? Purple stripe. With the purple, essentially the rainbow, and then the purple going through instead of the pink. So those are for her. So the only thing technically on sale was the Premier tie-dye, which I believe I got 3 of each color except for one because it's like a pastel-y, and I still have a bunch of Bernat Pitter Patter, which I can get at Walmart very easily, and it's about the same colors except that that one has some purple in it, but it's fine. So I didn't get that one because that was not necessary. So I did get all the others, but it looks like there's stuff on top. I got 2 Parfait Plush in the color white. I like this is really soft. Hopefully I got a good batch. They both seem pretty soft. But I got 2 of these. They're a good accent color, but sometimes the Parfait Chunky is just a little too thin. And I hope these can pair well with the Knotty Pony yarn. They seem about the same thickness when it's a thicker formula. So hopefully that will work. But 2 of those. Oh, okay. I also got the color Seaweed Salad and the Parfait Plush. I love a good, like, almost cartoony green. It's not too light or dark. It's literally, it's like a cartoon green. So I'm really happy that this doesn't feel atrocious. It doesn't feel as good as the white, but it's not the worst texture in the world. No idea what I'm gonna make with this, but I really wanted the color, so that's that one. That was more of like the impulse color that I got. And then I think the last for the Parfait Plush, I got the color Mustard. This is just a nice, like, really, like, goldish color. I like to do it for, like, the feet on my penguins or the beaks, or same with my ducks. So it'll be nice to have it in a bit of like a thicker versus like the Parfait Chunky is much thinner. So that way I don't have to like do as many loops in the bobble, or there's not too much of a difference in the weight. So that is it for the Parfait Plush. It's just those 4. Okay, another thing I got that was on sale, it was the 3-pack of, I guess they're overstocks of their Premier Basic Chenille Brights. It's 3 of the same color. It's the color Chocolate. I haven't used this color before. Again, doesn't feel the worst, but I also haven't worked with it yet. But it's a nice, like, it's almost like a wine-ish brown, at least in the light I have, which is a little bit yellow, but I don't have a brown like it, so I guess that'll be interesting to work with. We'll see what I make with this. Okay. Not getting into tie-dye yet. I have the new Parfait Chunky color in the color Cinder, which is a nice, like, really, 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 it's almost like a warm blackish gray. It's not quite black. That's nice. Okay, I can work with that. Again, doesn't feel awful. I got a skein of just black, because you can never, like, your neutral colors, your white and your black and your browns, you really can't have too many of them. So I had run out of black, so I knew I needed more. So that's that. And then this is a gorgeous, gorgeous purple color. But I got the new color Acai in the Parfait Chunky. I'm hoping that if I make the Dippy the Dinosaur splitting pattern in this, it's not going to be too far off from the Knotty Pony yarn sizes, so that way I could have like full bright color rainbow. So that's why I got this purple. Okay, on to what was actually on sale. I got 3 of each tie-dye color because that makes like a little package. They put it in the plastic packaging and then it's just easier to store. So we'll start with this. I got 3 Groovy Glow, 3 in the color Technicolor. I think this is what I've been getting. It's like, I always call it like my Fruity Pebbles yarn, because it just gives that Fruity Pebbles rainbow. But when you're looking online, the Technicolor and there's another one, it's called, I think, Daisy Chain. They look almost similar. in their photos, but this is the color I've been getting. So Daisy Chain I'll pull out next. It's pretty similar color-wise. I think the only thing that's off, no, these are literally the same. What? That's weird. Okay, yeah, no wonder I got confused. They're literally the same. I'm guessing the amount, like the amount of color on the strands might be different. I'll have to test that, but I have Technicolor and Daisy Chain, and they're both pretty much the same colors, so whatever. So I got 3 of each of those. All right. I also got 3 of the color Kaleidoscope, which is like a nice green, teal, purple, pink. Yeah, it's a really, really pretty one. I got 3 of Petal Power. That is what this one's called. And I can already see already, it is dyeing the little, like the banding. You can see on the back here, even in the packaging, it's dyed the banding. So you can tell it's really, really pigmented. I'll feel, ooh. Okay. That first feel was not good, but it does seem fine. It's really pigmented, so yeah, that'll stay in the packaging so it doesn't ruin any of the other colors. Have In Harmony. Yes, I have In Harmony. I do like this one. It's also rainbowy, but a bit on like, it's very purple based. It's very cool toned versus the Technicolor is definitely like warmer neon. This is that tie-dye, but it's much more toned down while still being bright colors. So I do like this one a lot and use this one. All right, this one is Flower Child. Again, kind of similar color palette to the Petal Power, except much more toned down. That one is much more like bright and corally versus this one's more of like that more pastel, softer, pinky purple. I have 3 Ocean Swells. This is a nice like just blues and greens. I really, really like using this color. I use it for turtles. I've used it for dragons, my snugglers. It's just a nice staple like blue green color palette versus everything else kind of has like a pink in it. This is a really, really nice like pink free but still bright and colorful color. Almost done. All right, so then I have 3 of the, where are you? Cosmic Camo. I love this color. It's just a natural color set. It's greens and browns, and it's not completely atrocious. Like I really, really like using this color. This color, again, for dragons, for turtles, for you name it. It looks good with anything that you make out of this. Really like this color. And then last in the box is Tropic Twist. This is another one I have not used. It looks like it's teals and some oranges as like the colors that pop. Maybe a bit of tan. It's supposed to give, again, like ocean beach vibes. And so far it looks pretty. I haven't used it, so I haven't seen it worked up yet, but this is my last one, Tropic Twist. So that's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, and 30 skeins of tie-dye. 3 skeins of chocolate, so we're at 33. 3 skeins of Perfect Chunky, so that's 36. And then 4 skeins of the plush. So that's 40 for me, and then 42 if we count my mom. That's my yarn haul, and that little cubby will no longer be empty. It'll be full. So anyways, that was my big yarn haul. Please leave a comment on what you think I should make with some of the yarns that I've gotten in this order. As I said, some of them, like the cotton yarns, I already have plans for, but especially out of this Premier order, please tell me, give me suggestions of what I should make with this yarn, because the faster I move through it and make things, the more stock I have and the more room I have to buy more yarn. Because you only have too much yarn if you have nowhere to put it. Also, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so that you know when I post more videos. See you next time.